All right, guys, welcome back to Gilbert's Poke House or Pokey House. I hope everyone is doing great. We are here back with a new and anticipated video regarding recent grading submissions. With my PSA submissions, I usually uh, gem mint about 70%, 65, 70%, give or take. So the last three orders I did okay, and then we had this last order where I submitted a bunch of Mega Evolution. There was a lot of well, not a lot. There were some Death Rivals in there as well, but I had really high hopes. I think after all my submissions, my gem and submissions, I've through PSA. Um, I think I've kind of gotten, I've gotten around. I've gotten a deal with how PSA grades some of these cards. Let's keep in mind though that right now PSA um, is under a lot of investigation. I think more so because more individuals are starting to share. When they do the PSA buybacks and some of these serial numbers are changed. Let's say I were to sell these four cards and these first four cards, and all these turned out to be PSA nines, and then I happen to look up the serial numbers again for these. I don't know, 2 months later, 3 months, 4 months, whatever the case is. And now these four cards are showing as PSA 10s, with the same serial number. So, it definitely gets you thinking. And I think with the acquisition of Beckett out of Plano, Texas, from the Dallas Fort Worth area, I think that, that definitely raised a lot of concerns because we all know that PSA, not only buys, but they also sell and they also grade. So when you have someone, the owners of PSA, with acquisition of SGA and now an acquisition of Beckett, some of these greater card companies, then it definitely makes it harder for us, to try to figure out what their next move is. But of course, in this industry, there's a lot of money. So when there's a lot of money, there's also a lot of greed. With that being said, and not getting too much into that, I had really, really high expectations for these cards. Simply just the fact that I reviewed these cards. I looked over the cards with the light. I looked for print lines, I looked for dots, corners, cuts, centering. We look for all type of stuff. So I expected about a 70% gem rate out of a 33 card submission. So I believe this is the majority is mega. We're gonna start off with the first. We have a Steelix and an 8. This is the first PSA 8 I've ever gotten, and I've submitted up maybe maybe I would like to say I've done close or over 300 or so slabs just with PSA alone, not my overall grading submissions that I've conducted. This is the first PSA 8 that I've gotten ever. We can always look through the cards, but I see what looks to be a line right there in the front. Um, I don't know. I also noticed I'm going to bring up some other concerns that I have right now with PSA. I don't think this is one of those cards, but we got a PSA 8. We have up next, we have the Heliope tile. We got a 9. Some of these cards also came back with what appears to be food stains, like food smudges, like this one right here. Do you guys see that? Actually, it's not this one. Is it this one? No, this is not this one. No, I believe. But let's see. Yeah, dots like those. I don't know. But I've been utilizing the GameStop submission system. It was very sorry guys. I'm trying to get this to focus. It was very easy at first when we were making these submissions. Like I don't know what that is either. That I do a wipe down of my cards, with a microfiber cloth, which I recommend that. It's really really good for the back of the card, so there's no fingerprints. Um, so we have that. We have an ultra rare Mega Latias PSA 9 as well. Um, of course, it's always going to be different, seeing this up close as opposed to with the naked eye, stuff that gets, caught in the car when they're grading. But we got a PSA 9 Latias We got Mega Bomb Snow in a PSA 9. Let's see. And just so I don't bore you guys, because it's, there's a bunch of videos of people doing this. We have a Mega Shuckle as well. Sorry, we have from the Mega Evolution Shuckle in a PSA 9. And if you guys have paid attention, also, you guys have noticed that right as of right now, with all this investigating and all these problems that are that continue to arise for PSA, even though PSA has continued to kind of maintain its position as the top dog in terms of resale value and value slabs. We also noticed that um, other competitors like CGC, Tag, price have gone up. Some PSA card values have gone down, and some like CGC have surpassed the value. We have the Mega Kangaskhan X, also ultra rare. I sent a lot of ultra rare cards, hoping that they would 10, but I don't know. It kind of sucks. Another PSA 9 Strudel. Let's see. And then it sucks because some of these cards, like, see, Mega Lucario X Ultra Rare, if you already paid $20 to grade the card, and now you happen to crack the card, you end up losing money either way. There's no way you're not going to lose money. Some of these cards, they're under $20. So if I, picked up the card for $4 or $5, and I'm in 20, so I'm in on a total of $25, and the card's only selling for 15, or $12 in the PSA 9. Like, I just took a massive L. And just, I think here alone, I can't remember, we'll do it right now. Let's see. We have another Mega Absol X. We got the IR Executor in a PSA 9. Let's see. And then I think I got super cooked here. We got Best Buy, the Best Buy exclusive Articunos, the Cosmo Hollows. I sent 3 of these for grading. We have a little, yeah, the slab got scratched. That's not on the card though. That's just, yeah, moving these cards around. PSA 9 Articuno. We have 1. We have 2. We have, oh yeah, we also have a Cynthia's Garden Shop and a Gibble personal collection in a PSA 8. Sorry, premium collection. See, I'm already thinking of my own PC. In a premium collection, we got a PSA 8. I mean, it's not that good, honestly. I mean, the card's sick, but I'm trying to find one with those booth things. I think it's about to come up, guys. The Mars Shadow, I had really high hopes, super high expectation for this card in a PSA 9. I got absolutely cooked. See, look, these are just scratches on the acrylic. I got super stoked. Honestly, if you can pick this up now, PSA 10, CGC 10, just do it. Pikachu cards always tend to do really, really well. Oops, sorry. See, I'm already messing up. Let's see. Yep. We got another one. We got a Spirit Bomb illustration rare in a PSA 9 as well. This one, when I was looking at the PSA, I'm trying to see if I can get it on here. Do you guys see that? I actually opened up a. Sorry, not open. I'm going to open up. It's hard to get on there, guys. But you see, that's the old print line right there. Anyways, this one, I can't seem to get it on there. Some like scratches, and I have pictures and videos of this. There's a scratch there, and there's like these side scratches that weren't there. I can see why a PSA 9, but why damage the card? Anyways, what's that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cards, guys. 14 cards. That's what, $240 in grading services right there that I pretty much tanked on. Or if I can try to break even, selling these. I know some people do rip and ships on these, but I absolutely tanked on these. And then we have two more special illustration rares that I'm super frustrated on. PSA 9. So whoever it was had a bad day at the office at PSA. Whoever was grading, and then I don't know if I can get it on here. Let's see. We have the special illustration rare in a PSA 9. This is another card, guys, this is I don't know what I call this, the Pokemon Avengers card. Look how many Pokemon are fighting on here. We got so much stuff. We got the Lucario and the Venusaur. We got the Garchomp somewhere's down there. I can't remember, where's it at. It's somewhere there. And the Kangaskhan, or the where's the Garchomp at? We got a Latias, I believe, down here. I'm having to look through my screen as I'm recording, so it's kind of hard to see. Like, we got another one down there. We got the Abomasnow. We got, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's about eight or so Pokemon on here. I think this card is going to be a huge banger in the next couple of years in a PSA 10. I mean, this is a really cool card, but it tanked, so probably gonna have to crack this one and crack this one open and see if I do a resubmission or do PSA. Sorry, CGC. I'll figure that out after. Um, Now we have a little bit something a little bit better. Give me 1 second. Uh, we have some more PSA 9s, guys. Team Rocket Zapdos, the Articunos that I was talking about. We have another SIR Mega Absol in a PSA 9. We have another SIR Mega Kangaskhan PSA 8. And another SIR in the PSA 9, guys. I'm telling you, I got absolutely cooked um, in this grading submission. I mean, that's pretty bad. What were we, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, what was that, 20, um, 21, guys. That's 21 slabs. Yeah, we got super cooked, absolutely cooked on these. Let's see. And then we did get a few PSA 10s. Let's go look at that list real quick. It's right here. I believe out of 33, we Gen Mint 11. We have a Mega Latias Ultra Rare in a PSA 10. We have the Stuffle in a PSA 10. We have Cynthia's Gabite in a PSA 10. We have the Mega Kamroot in a PSA 10. We have Clawitzer in a PSA 10. I don't know why I think this card's going to do really, really well as well, just in the future. Just I don't know why. It's very different. Art's very cool. It's super cheap right now too if you were to pick it up in a PSA 10. We have Mega Abomasnow in a PSA 10, ultra rare. We have, of course, the Shuckle in a PSA 10. We have ultra rare Mega Gardevoir PSA 10. We have Shiny Star V Gengar. Absolutely cute card. I thought about keeping this one, but I have a few other Gengars that I'm already holding on to, so I think we're gonna have to let this guy go. And I have two more. Let me get those. Those were actually for my PC, so give me 1 second. Let's see. Where are they? Let's see. We gotta get these out of here. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Okay, here we go. All right, guys. Here's the other two cards. That PSA 10. If you hear me breathing so heavily, I'm sorry. I have the microphone all up, up on my shirt. It's right up against my neck. Big old banger. Pokemon Center exclusive. Tyranitar Cosmo Hollow PSA 10. I was super stoked, after I took so many L's. I took defeat after defeat. That this is honestly, these two cards saved it for me. This is super, super excited. Look right here. Boom. Nice little swirl right there by Team Rocket Tyranitar's arm. Left arm right there. Anyways, super stoked. This card scored a 10. This is going straight to my PC. And we have a vintage banger coming out right here. Boom! We got the 2007 Entei from the promo. Sorry, from the 10th movie. This is another sick card. Oh my gosh, super super happy. After I took so many L's, we had to break even on something, and honestly, this card just did it, and it goes very well with my PSA 10 Lugia from that same set. So I don't know, guys. Uh, right now with PSA and all the craziness that they have going on, I didn't want to bring into light, a lot of these people that do Pokemon content or put out videos. We're all aware with what's going on with all these different grading companies. I think more so PSA just because the value is there. I think a lot of us don't think it's fair that the PSA 9 value versus a PSA 10 is completely out of the door. It's pretty much little to nothing. It really makes no sense. And with GameStop, I mean, I've never had an issue with GameStop, but it leads to believe how long these cards are sitting there for. Uh, these cards not at GameStop particularly, but once the card gets sent over to PSA and the cards just sit there, the cards get tossed around. You know, whatever their facility is like, which if you go out and you look at the math, I can't remember. It was like how some 40,000 or 30,000 cards that they have to grade per day if they're receiving. It's some crazy number. So if they're grading this amount of cards, it leads to believe that they don't have enough either staff. There's a lot of blurriness in the process that goes. So with that being said, CGC, tag are definitely trying to get in there and put their. I mean, a lot of people already use CGC, but in comparison to PSA value, same as tag, it's just not there. Just now though, in recent sales and market values, you're starting to see CGC really really pick up, which is good. It's good for them as well. I think it's only fair, that the market is like that. A 10 to 10. Um, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I hope you're welcome to share your video. Sorry, to share your comments or your opinions. On what you think PSA is doing right now, and what their situation is like, what the grading situation is like. For example, I think I have the Mega Kangaskhan. Look, this is the PSA 9 Mega Kangaskhan SIR from Mega Evolutions, and it's a lot, not a lot, but I think I counted about 6 or 7 cards have these stains on them. I don't know what they are, man. They look like food stains, or they look like mold. Like, I don't know if somebody had their, when they were handling these cards, their hands were wet, or food stains. I don't know. It's really hard to try to pick it up on a camera or as I'm recording. But if you were to see this, this almost looks like it looks like mold. It looks like a mold moisture dot. But thank you guys for allowing me as always to share. It's hard making videos sometimes just because of work and the time that I get off. But I appreciate everyone that takes the time to look at the videos. We'll continue to do more pack rips, and we'll try to switch it up. I'm planning a giveaway as well as I get more comfortable doing this. So as always, guys, thank you so much, and I appreciate you, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you so much.